All right, so we live and in session. Gonna do a special story today, man. Today is a special day, special story for y'all, man. Y'all gonna really like this one, man. Y'all gonna really like this one. So while y'all, everybody, I'm waiting on y'all to get up in here. I'm finna be setting up and getting everything moving smooth and right. Oh, man. Get everything going good. How y'all doing tonight? For y'all that ain't catch it live, this is the story of Junkyard Janet. Take place back in about the 60s. 60s. Some stories I got all the details on. Some stories I got some of the detail. It just all depends. This one of the ones I got, some of the detail on. But I give y'all all I got. And this story right here, man, it's about a lady, man. Her and her husband, they came up poor, came up not having none. Now they weren't poor, they was poor. They came up poor. All right, they came up dirt poor. Couldn't rub two nickels together, man. Every day was a struggle for them. But a lot of people struggle and a lot of people give up. But it's a lot of people that struggle and they just keep on fighting, keep on maneuvering, because eventually they believe, one day that something gonna shake. So that's the kind of people they was, man. They was the kind of people that believe if we just keep doing what we supposed to do, then one day something gonna shake. And once something shake, that's all we need. We only need, just one break. So, coming up on, they came up on the farm and Janet, her daddy was just her favorite person in the world. So Janet didn't have Janet didn't have she ain't had no brothers and sisters. It was just her. It was just all her, her by herself. She didn't have no siblings. Now she had a big family, but on her, either her mama or her daddy, just wasn't able to produce no lot of kids. Now back during this time, kids was and still, to this day, but we look at it a little different, but kids was real valuable to you. If you could, if you could have some kids, man, shoot, it was like putting money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? Because at that time, shoot, all you had was all you had was farm life. Like a lot of folk didn't have a lot of, you didn't have a lot of like today. We got all these different things we can do in life, man. We got all these different just what I'm saying. Y'all know how it is, man. We got all this different freaking things we can do in life these days. If you want to be a doctor, a lawyer, you want to, shoot, you want to be a businessman, you can start whatever business you want. You can go get a business license, all that stuff, and you can do it online. You ain't even gotta you ain't even gotta get up from your bed, man. You can sit in your bed and make money today. Back at this time, it wasn't like that, man. At they times, bro, you had to, it took a lot. I just think about it. When they wanted to, so with Janet and them, they had to, if you wanted to learn something, you couldn't just say, "Hey, man, I'm gonna go learn." Today you hear people say, "What up, Snooky?" You hear people say, like, "Oh, I want to learn welding. I want to learn how to drive trucks. I want to learn," and all you gotta do is just go pay a little fee or whatever. A lot of times they got free classes for you, set up for you if you ain't got no money. It's all kind of different little things you can do to go out there and get what you want to do. But they had to do what they learned from their family. So Janet, her family, and her husband family, they all, did farm work, and part of farm work was working on that heavy machinery. Now, working on that machinery all them years, man, you start picking up on stuff. It is what it is. So they work with their pops, they work with their daddy and uncles and all that, cuz whoever, man, they just be picking up on stuff little by little. Now, a lot of black folks who were slaves and stuff made a lot of inventions, and the reason was because when you was working in slavery, you did a lot of the work. So since you doing the work, you was trying to find ways to make your work easier. Like people weren't just dumb and just slaving away every day, and just man, they was thinking too. They was like, shoot, if I do blah blah blah, you know what I'm saying? I could do blah 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 and make this job way easier. So, that's how they was thinking. That's what they was doing. They was creating and everything, just like anybody else. Now we got my brother just coming up in here. What up, Doug?
What up?
Yeah, so we in here going over the story of Junkyard Janet, man. I'm in here. I'm trying to see how many you can hear me.
Yeah.
Her picture up because her picture is tripping. Okay, so now that I got
So I'm probably finna switch over to the laptop real quick.
all right, all right. So where was I at? Let's see. So Janet, she was picking up skills since she didn't have no brothers. She had to do a lot of the stuff that the boys would do around the farm. So a lot of times, the women had their jobs and the men had their jobs. But since she was the only girl, she had to do what she had to do. And Snooky, I hope you're enjoying the story. Hope everything sound good, look good. Let me know if I have any audio issues or whatever, man. Y'all just let me know something. But it looked like we all good. So, but and then y'all make sure y'all man hit the like button. We get some likes up, so people get notifications that I'm live. So make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all comment something in the thing. Just let me know you're here. Just say what up. Ain't gotta be nothing special. Just what up. That's all you gotta say. All right, so and I see we got yeah, we got a couple likes in here. So y'all doing y'all thing. So as Janet was, coming up, she got real good when working with cars. Like she was just like a wizard with the cars. Boy, I'm talking about anything. Like she would figure stuff out just from listening to a car. Like she could listen to a car and tell, if it was misfiring, if it had bad gas in it, if it was burning too much gas. Cause back then, like, cars wasn't reliable like they is now. You have to, if you owned the car, you had to own a tool set too. Owning a car was it was a different task. Nowadays we ain't gotta work on our car like that. But back then you had a car, you had to work on that mug. I'm talking about every time you start that mug up, you had to have some, had your wrench and your ratchet and all that with you. Right, Doug, you hear me good, right?
Yeah.
All right, so right now we breaking down her story. So Dustin, for y'all who just got here, this lady here, she came up as the only daughter because her parents couldn't have, they only could have one child, and it happened to be a girl. So this back in the 60s or so. Well, she was born in like the 40s, but her main story happened in the 60s. So she came up on the farm and doing farm work. Now since she was the only girl, her daddy had to teach her a lot of stuff, and she just picked up on the stuff anyway because he'd need help with it. And he ain't finna just say no because she was a girl. Hey, you had to come work with me. So she picked up on a lot of stuff on how to work on cars and engines and all that junk. She got real good at it to the point to where she could just listen to a car and tell what was going on with it. Now, let me see. We got Psychosis up in here. What up, Psycho? We got Tenzin up in here. T, what up? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good to see y'all. Yeah, I cut my dreads a couple months ago, man. God dang, they coming back though. I should have never done that junk. Should have never did that, boy. But they coming back. This time they gonna be here to stay. I cut my beard and everything, man. Thinking you finna get these jobs working with these folk. Yeah. Then you finna get that job. But then, don't nobody wanna hire me, man. I guess I'm too smart, I think. I be talking too much. Maybe I should just shut up and say, yes, sir, master. Yes, sir, boss. Yes, sir, boss. Whatever you need me to do, boss. I got you, boss. What you think, Doug?
I would never cut it.
What up, Marquita? Yeah, man. I shouldn't have cut my junk, man. Cut my junk, boy. Ain't made an extra dollar because I cut my dreads, man.
Cut your hair
Should
and
have
think
kept
you
my
finna
damn
get a high profile government.
boy. People see right through me when I be trying to clean up and act proper and all that. They see right through me, boy. Cause I can't, man. I can't phony talk it, man. Like, hmm? You want to get on? Do you want to get on or not, man? Okay. Knew you was gonna say no. So yeah, man, I be trying to clean up. I be trying to talk proper. I can't, cause see when I had a job interview one time and it was for a phone representative person or whatever, and they was like, read this little narrative, little thing to give you to read, and they was like, read this and we're gonna record you, man. Boy, it took. Oh, you think they asked me to read Latin or something, man? I was in that mug stuttering and stammering. And then at the same time, I was trying to answer questions like that made me experienced in the job. So I'm trying to lie, answer those questions, lie, and talk proper all at the same time. Boy, I left that junk on
My
incomplete,
brain
man. I
started
just hit
smoking.
the
They sure couldn't have gave me that, boy.
egg.
I would have bought that
Boy,
paper. So
I almost blew a gasket, man. I couldn't. That was so hard. Yeah, man. I'm telling you, and it's messed up, man. Cause but see, that's what happened when you work for yourself, and then I be on doing this hood horror stuff that really got my talking so bad, man. Cause you know, I ain't got enough. It ain't no time in my life where I have to like talk proper. So when that junk do come, boy, shoot, and boy,
really,
yeah,
really, really more than anything, it ain't. It's a difference between talking proper and talking like a white person.
yeah.
You can talking proper just using proper grammar and junk.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, and I know you just got in, so make sure you watch. Don't say words like Death or Kill or the R. Just certain words. Watch out for because
Yeah,
they
I
be.
already know what type of word.
Hmm. So let's see. Who Psychosis say I'm in two places. Yeah, boy, I ain't messing around. It's like that weird movie with a guy should use his white guy's voice and his sales skyrocket. And he talking, what's the movie T? You talking about that movie with the Get Out guy in it called something brother
Uh,
or Why Bother or you know what that movie? What's that movie called?
uh, sorry to bother you.
Yeah, sorry to bother you. That's what you talking about T. I never watched that, man. I wanted to, but I never got around to it. I man, that I used to like that guy, man, but he had some weird pictures, man, wearing some stuff that I wouldn't wear. I'm like, man, boy, yeah, man. I don't want to meet no Hollywood people, boy. I'd be scared to death, boy. You don't know what you finna get into messing with them Hollywood folk.
But them fuck there being some things and some stuff.
Hey, I remember one time, it reminded me like I was when I was driving a bus. Y'all, some of y'all know I used to be a bus driver, and I'm sitting there and I pulled over at downtown when I'm waiting on my next time to do the route or whatever. And I see a guy, he walk up to this guy, an older guy, and a young guy, he like my age, and he just going through it and he complaining and all that. And he started talking to the older guy, and the older guy giving him advice and breaking everything down. I'm like, man, that old guy got some wisdom, man. So then when the young boy walk off, man, thank you, Unc, man, I appreciate that. I needed that, man. Thank you. And he walk off, and then the old guy turn around and walk off. The old guy had doo-doo all down the back of his pants. Look, that old man here, I'm talking about brown and light brown, dude. He had two different colors going all down the back of his pants. So that just taught me something, boy. You better watch who you. I know, man. Look, I don't care how good your advice is, but you know what? I guess a man got do all down the back of his pants. He probably knows somebody life, huh?
Either that or you gotta assume he ain't know. One of the two.
Yeah, boy. I said, man. Now imagine, and then the worst part about it, he shook his hand. They shook hands and everything, man. You shake somebody's hand and give them that little hug around the back too. So, yeah, boy, you better watch. You better watch, boy. I say, God dang, boy. But yeah, that was a event, boy. That was wild, boy. But let me get my picture back up because that junk done went down. That's a crazy looking picture, ain't it?
I was finna say, boy, she looked like, boy. If you see walking through the woods and you look over and see her stooped over,
Just sitting there. What's worse, if she just sitting there watching you, or if she actually come at you? Yeah,
shoot,
Snooky
I
said
don't even
he
know.
smelt it. Yeah,
Probably sitting there watching.
yeah. I think watching worse because it give you a second to actually kind of analyze what's going on. Yeah, watching worse
Because
because when they,
if she just sitting there watching, you don't know if you should stay there and look at it. Because if you turn around and keep walking, you don't know what she gonna do.
you know,
So she just go ahead and run at you. So you can go ahead and get her with.
and I know me, man. I try to like say something to her, just to see what's going on. Cause I ain't finna, man. You ain't finna catch me running. That's just all it is to it. I'm not finna turn my back and be running, and I gotta run, and I feel you reaching at the back of back of my neck. Shoot. Yeah, that's the last thing I'm trying to do, boy. I am not trying to be running. There's somebody reaching out at the back of my, pulling the hairs at the back of my neck.
I might just go ahead and charge out of myself.
Yeah, really, really, yeah. Cause man, you don't want to get caught slipping out there, man. That's just all it is to it.
Yeah, but something like
Trying
that,
to
that's
get
when
caught
you got to go
slipping,
ahead and let that animal out. Get to
boy.
screaming.
I ain't never asked you this, man. Do you have you got any paranormal experiences? Now
Two,
paranormal literally just mean something that you can't find no kind of way to explain.
two, I can think of.
What is it? Hey, y'all hit the like button. Everybody in here, please hit the like button so YouTube send some notifications out.
The first one,
So what you can think of?
first one, like it was like 2012. I remember Boots had just died. Boots was our old cat we had. He died in 2012, and I remember I was in the kitchen, uh, facing like the stove, and I saw it like out the corner of my eye. I saw like a little black, you know, a little black shadow type thing move real quick out the corner of my eye. Maybe I was tripping, and I was just thinking about our cat because he had just died. So I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. How that black thing, like, was you looking that way and saw it, or did you see it
I think
in the, you know?
I think it was like I was looking like behind me maybe, and then I turned around back facing the stove, and as I was turning around, that's when I saw it move in the opposite direction of where I was turning to. So that's I kind of doubled back real quick.
It was nighttime or?
It was in the middle of the day.
Oh yeah, middle of the day creep, huh?
So I don't know. Maybe I just saw something. You see somebody corner of the eye. Maybe just and our cat was black like the thing was. So that's why I kind of put two and two together.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. He had just died and stuff, and yeah, dang, he went out bad too, boy. Yeah, boots went out bad, boy. Well, shoot, I'm assuming. Well, we don't really know how, but we know he was just laid up in the middle of somebody's yard. So I don't know what took him out, but yeah, he went out, boy. What's the second one?
Now this second one, ooh, boy. Now this right here was a real paranormal experience, and even to this day, I'm still kind of skeptical about the whole topic, but this right here was a real paranormal phenomenon. Back in 2011, we was going to this church. Me, my mama, two brothers, um, and one night it was a Wednesday night. We was in Bible study, and that night it was real. It was real, weird outside. It was, real gloomy, and the wind was blowing, but it wasn't cold. Like real weird, scenery that night. Uh, you weren't there, Wesley, that night for some reason, but so
Mm,
we was in church, me and my mama and my other brother, and I remember the preacher had started talking something about like they here, you know talking about talking about the demons and Satan, right? He was like, the devil here, Satan here, they listening to us, they watching us. And then me and my brother, we heard footsteps run from the right side of the stage across to the left side of the stage, and they was like real footsteps. You could feel, you could hear the stage. You could hear the wood creaking on the floor. You could feel the vibrations from the footsteps. And yeah, man, I
yeah,
remember it like it was yesterday.
and y'all always talk about that, man. I don't know why I wasn't there that night. I guess I was probably out working, man. Dang, I wish I was there that night, man.
Yeah, boy,
Y'all,
that was
yeah, I wish.
so heard them footsteps, boy.
I know, and that preacher boy, he was on some stuff, boy. He was a con artist, as you want to, that might be a good way to put it. So I know it probably scared him to death, man. He probably started to change after he heard that. So Snooky say when I was about 8, I hear the telephone pole talk, and we all went out there, and cops and firefighters were looking up at it, but nobody believes me or remember it. You mean a wooden telephone pole was outside talking? And was it talking to you, or was it just talking in general? And Cement Shoes, what up? I ain't seen you in a minute, man. Yeah, yeah. I'm trying to come on back, and I've been on TikTok a lot, but I'm trying to put something together on YouTube for y'all, man. So y'all come through, hit the like button, and I'm make it do what it do, man. Got my brother here with me, and we just gonna kick it live for about an hour or two or something. It's a little something, something. So and I got some stories, man. Y'all know I always got some stories, man. So the only thing ever happened to me, Doug, was that time me and Price was out there, man. And what's it called, man? Me and Price was out there. He had dropped me off, and it was real late at night, boy. It might have been about, I know it was late, like it was abnormally late. I ain't gonna say 3, but it might have been like after 12, late like that. And he dropped me off, and he like. And he we said, before you leave, somebody stand at the car and talk about, yeah, we gonna do this, that, and all that. And we just sitting there going over what we gonna do the next day or whatever. And Snooky say the poll was just talking. Okay. And I remember everybody was trying to figure it out what it was. So your family, you saying your family heard it, but now nobody remember but you. Wow. And yeah, this is my brother. This my baby brother. He don't want to make the beats, and he rap too. I don't know if y'all ever. I'm trying to. I don't know if I ever put because he didn't rap at first, but he started rapping and he ain't. Boy, you still got music on SoundCloud, dude?
Boy, I ain't got no, no. I got no, I ain't got no music on SoundCloud. Just all the streaming services.
What about Cody? He got music on SoundCloud?
Some stuff from 10 years, over 10 years ago.
Yeah, probably from way back. But yeah, me and Price was sitting there standing out at the car, and all of a sudden this noise came, and it was like a mechanical noise, and it was coming from everywhere. Like it was literally coming from every direction. And it sounded like a big machine starting up. And it was woo 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 woo. And Price said to him it sounded like somebody chanting, like somebody chanting like a spell or something. But to me it sounded mechanical. And it was coming in every direction, man. And then it just stopped. It just stopped. And it ain't nobody in the neighborhood got. Like it's only one, two, three, four, five. It's only 5 houses on the block. I mean, 6 at that time. One, two, yeah, 7 houses on the block, and ain't nobody got no generator. Ain't nobody got no dang Bugatti in the backyard. Nobody. So it couldn't have came from nobody on the block. Like, it had to be some overhead, and it couldn't have been like no transformer or none. Because I know they can make noise sometime if they finna blow or something, but it came from every direction. It didn't come from one way.
One not around 2012 or something, right?
Yeah, because it would have had to been before it had to, yeah, 2011 or 12, because I got out of school 2011. So yeah, probably been about 12 by the time I got working with Price.
Yeah, I don't know if you remember, but back in like 2012 on YouTube, it was this whole big thing about this big trumpet sound that everybody was hearing all around the world.
You know what?
You
Yeah,
remember
I
that?
remember that. I forgot about that. Oh man.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, okay.
Probably find you. I'm sure you can still find the videos on YouTube.
Yeah, I might have to do something like that. Do something on that. See, man, should say he talking about that la 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 song. Yeah, that's my other bro. But this brother did the beat to it. When I was in my Quita say when I was in my mid-20s, my ex seen a spirit jump out of this pastor body during Bible study. After he came out his body, he was like, "What was I talking about?" It was time to go. Yeah, it's time to go, man. Preacher, man,
So,
preacher.
one
Yeah,
of they was straight up getting preached to by a demon.
yeah, man. Y'all had a whole demon sitting there breaking down the scriptures to y'all, boy.
The demon probably told them all type
Oh,
of
he done
wrong.
He said, I pray in the name of Sister Johnson's behind.
Now I know Jesus wasn't really some God.
Uh,
Don't
yeah, boy, it's time to go. When your preacher ain't in the when a preacher is not of sound mind, like I can put up with some other people that might be saying crazy stuff every now and then. It'd be cool, you talk to an old mug and they say crazy, but when it's the preacher, nah, buddy, ain't nothing. Bro, why my preacher? You be talking about what he seen some preachers lose their mind, boy. About the worst thing you could have to put up with. Let's see, where we at? So, I got a story I'm gonna share. Somebody say it's about a quarantine experience. Now, I ain't read this yet, so hopefully it ain't nothing too crazy in here. And if it is, like I'm gonna have to shut it on down. But I'm gonna see what's up in here. I say I was upstairs in my room one night playing video games with the volume really loud when I thought I heard noises coming from downstairs. So I muted the TV and listened close, and nothing. And I started back playing the game for about an hour, and I heard it again, but it was louder. And I was sure I heard it this time, and I was a little freaked out. Now to assure myself, I went downstairs to the basement where I thought I heard the noise coming from. I wondered if they go in the basement or to the basement though. Because if you hear, oh man, I'm glad I ain't got no basement.
tell you, boy. I can't. I couldn't do no basement, boy.
Yeah,
Especially if I'm
boy.
at home by my boy.
Now, if you got man, even a finished basement is creepy though, man. Like even if you got your basement decked out like an apartment, it's still creepy.
I can't do no basement.
And you say, I went down to the basement and to make sure I went and I well, as soon as I opened the basement door, I was hit with a cold breeze. And I went downstairs and saw the window wide open. I was 100% sure I had closed and locked all the windows in the house. And I was ready to make a run for it when something stopped me. I turned around and for the first time noticed the closet door was slightly cracked open. And I stood for what seemed like 30 minutes in front of that door, debating whether I should open it. And I moved closer and put my hand on the doorknob. And all of a sudden, I heard a creepy crackle coming from inside the closet. I've never run faster up a flight of stairs before. I locked the door and called the cops, who had a real fast response time. And they came in and searched the house, and not even 5 minutes into their search, I heard a gunshot from downstairs. And a few minutes later, they came out with a deranged looking man, probably homeless. And they put him in the back of the car and told me they had opened the door, and a man was holding a gun, shot at them and missed. And he luckily missed, and the cops disarmed him and arrested him. What? And the scariest part was how close I came to opening up the door. Gosh dang.
Mm, mm, mm.
Ooh. Hey man, after that, how do you ever get back right after that? How do
Boy,
you get back right?
because something like that. That's something where like you can't really stop it, and and it ain't because of nothing you did. So it's like it ain't really nothing you can do to prevent it. That's
Yeah.
how you would have to go into military mode and lock down the house.
And I'm talking about, he said a deranged man. So, like, this mug down in your basement.
No, he wasn't. So
Ooh.
because he said he heard the sound in the basement. Then the man was actually in the closet though, somewhere in the house.
Yeah, well, he said he locked the door, so it had to be the basement door, right?
No,
Yeah, he said, let me see, they came. Uh, I've never run. I locked the door and called the cops. He either saying he locked the closet that the guy was in, or he locked. It had to be the basement door. So either he locked the basement door or he locked the guy in the door. Man, boy, I'm telling you, man, boy, man, that's too much right there.
Ain't no telling
That's
how
too
long he
much.
was in there either.
You know, man, one thing that shook me to the core, and I'm talking about as a kid, and if you seen this, you probably was shook too. And if you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it. But it's a Tales from the Crypt movie, and it's not the show. It's like one of the movies they did, and it was a hold on. Let me read what Marquita said. What she say? She say one time about 3 in the morning, I saw a lampshade turn halfway around all by itself, and my mama had recently passed, so I like to think it was her. But 3 a.m. is the hour of the devil, so I don't know. Yeah, that's the witching hour. Just the lampshade, just spun. The mother just spun around. Was the light on too, or was it dark? But in this Tales from the Crypt movie, it's a guy dressed up like Santa Claus. And he Dustin, you remember that?
Nah, I ain't never seen that.
You probably never saw it, man. It used to come on like all the time back when I was a kid, man. And I'd be sitting there watching that junk, and the guy, cause it was the wife was cheating on the husband. So instead of her, like, she wanted to get rid of the husband. So to get rid of him, she took him out while he's sitting there on the couch, like just drinking a beer or something, right? And she just hit him in the head with something and take him on out. So in the midst of getting rid of him outside, this crackhead Santa come up. And the rest of the thing is the crackhead Santa trying to get in the house. And she is trying to keep him away, man. Like, if you see it now, it's silly. But as a kid, for me to see Santa Claus as a crackhead he was like an escaped mental patient. So for me to see Santa as a escaped mental patient trying to take this lady out, it was yeah, Marquita, if you seen it, man, like man. And that was Cement Shoes with that story. I think I might have said Marquita. If I did, my bad. But yeah, she said the room. I know Cement Shoes is a couple, so it might be both of y'all, it might be one of y'all. But it say room was dark and but I had a nightlight. Okay, was you an adult at this time, or was you? How long ago this was? And Marquita said, I remember that episode. Yeah, that junk, boy. If you saw it today, it wouldn't probably mean much, but at that time, boy, that was too much for me. Yeah, that was too much for me, man. So somebody else say, my husband was working and living in a different city, and I felt like I could handle it for a couple weeks until our lease ran out, and I would move in with him down south. And I was sitting downstairs, and I heard somebody walking around above me. Now I went to go check it out because I'm stupid, and the door to the attic had been messed with, and there was dust on the floor, and it wasn't fully moved, just adjusted. Now, so I went to sleep with the bedroom door locked. What? You didn't leave? And we had those emergency key things above each door in case of accidental lockouts, but they was hidden. And a laundry basket as an added barricade. I also left the hallway light on so I could see a shadow if needed. And I woke up to my bedroom door unlocked. So I assumed I messed up and forgot to lock the door. And that night I heard somebody walking around upstairs. And I called the cops, and I was certain there was a man living in my attic. And the cops came and there was nobody there. Yeah, okay. All right, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Yeah, anybody y'all ever hear noises? I don't hear no noises, man. We don't never had no noises at my house. Yeah, we don't never had no noise. And if I do hear something, I do hear stuff sometimes. I just ignore it though. I just, yeah, I just let it go.
Yeah, yeah. We don't really hit too many noises. Just like At nighttime, though, the flow be settling. It is straight up sound like somebody walking.
Yeah. Yeah, as a house get older, it get to settling more and stuff. Then if it's like warm inside the house but cold outside, that might really get to popping. Cement shoes and gave away the end, boy. If y'all ain't seen it, they done gave away the end. I wasn't gonna do it. But it's from the 80s or something, so if you ain't seen it by now. But it's a good Christmas. That's the best Christmas horror movie I've seen. I might have I seen Black Christmas? I might have saw the original Black Christmas because I think we had it on DVD. And I know they did a remake. I didn't see the remake, but I think I saw the original. But I'm talking about when I was a little kid. So if I did, I don't remember nothing. And I might have saw that Krampus movie, part of it or something, maybe. But I'm not a fan of monster movies. Like, I'm not a big monster movie fan, man. Like Stephen King got the Boogeyman just came out, and me and my lady watched it, and it's a monster movie, man. It's just I guess it's hard for me because when I watch movies, I try to put myself into it. You know what I'm saying? So with the monster movie, it's hard for me to like just put myself into it because you know, like if it's a creepy guy with a hat on and a long coat, okay, I could see that because that's something I could see in real life. But just a monster, it's hard for me to really put myself there. What you think, Doug?
Um, Let me see. I prefer the more outlandish stuff. So you know, feel like I can get into anything.
Really?
Hmm.
So you could watch something like a big dog creature stalking and taking people out, huh?
Yeah, it was a movie called The Ritual on Netflix a few years
Yeah,
ago.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was a big crazy monster in the forest taking people out.
Okay. So now I ain't say all monster movies was like trash, and the Ritual was that was a good one. Uh, yeah, the Ritual was good. Sometimes a monster movie is good when they got a real creative monster, but the Ritual was good because it was but they had the monster didn't talk in the Ritual, right?
Nah.
No, it didn't talk. You how turn it on? This thing I was trying to get this thing to work. Turn it on. Okay. Yeah, it got a short somewhere. Don't worry about it. Yeah, it's alright, man. Just yeah, the Ritual was good, but yeah, the rich. I'm trying to think. The people in the village, I think, was in on it, wasn't they?
I don't even remember, but this it sound like something like that.
Yeah, I think the people of the village was in on it. So sometimes they do a monster movie. If they give it a little background story and stuff, it kind of get over a little better to me. But if it's just like some random monster in the woods, nah, I kind of need a little story with it. I need a little something to give it some character. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's the exceptions every now and then. I got another story say, not sure what this means. When I was 14, I walked into a dining room and my little sister, who was 8, was standing partially concealed by curtains. And I spoke to her and she turned, and it was not my sister. The girl was holding a black cat and smiled at me like she was waiting for me to say something. Then she disappeared, and I ran to my mama scared silly and told her. And my mom is very open to unexplained stuff and never panic. Fast forward 15 years, and I'm married with 2 daughters, 8 and 2. And I walked into the living room to see my oldest daughter partially standing concealed behind the drapes. And I speak to her, and she turned and she smiles expectantly as she strokes Shadow, our black cat. And she don't disappear, but she is the girl I saw at 14 in my childhood home. And I tell my mama, and she says, "Well, there you go, mystery solved." Yeah, that's crazy.
Boy,
Yeah, that's crazy. It's time to get a new kid, but you know,
I was say, boy, shit, I was in shock, boy. I had to see, like with that, like what would you do? You know what I'm saying? Like would you kick out or
it's kind of, if that legit happened to me, it probably would make me cry. I probably have shed a tear on some real stuff because man, that was like you got to see a vision of your future. And I'm telling you, man, it ain't nothing I want to see more. And it's like I kind of don't. You would, you know, people will say they don't, but if you got the chance to look at your future, you ain't finna turn that down.
who wouldn't? Boy, I
Man,
ain't
look,
thinking twice about looking at my future, boy.
if you legit had a chance to look at your future,
Man, listen, because imagine your future is something just. Imagine this bed. Like, could you, man? Do you know what that's gonna do to you? You mess around, look at your future. You would, you know what I'm saying? You still, you still ain't got over your problem. The one thing that's plaguing you now, you still dealing with it. Or, you
now if you got a chance to get over your, if you got a chance to look at your future, Doug, I gotta think that even if it was negative, at least now you're gonna try to fix it.
that's the thing though. You can't because you saw the future. So what you saw is you what you saw in the future. You had already saw the future in that. You see what I'm saying?
But don't that mean like let's say let's say look, I'm gonna let you see up however old you is now, I'm gonna let you see twice your age. If you see twice your age and you see you in a hospital bed, you're gonna be doing everything you can to make sure you not only just enjoy with your life now, but you ain't gonna, you know, you're gonna try to do everything you can to make your life better
But guess
though.
what? You still gonna be in that house. You still gonna be laying up in the hospital.
So if it was me, I'm gonna say, well, shoot, at least I'm gonna live good until that hospital bed day. Cause shoot, you know. And then, you know, I know it depends on how big of a glimpse you see. And, you know, if anybody give you a glimpse at the future, they're not going to really give you no context, you know. They're just going to show you something.
They're
And,
gonna show you a bunch of obscure, abstract pictures. And,
yeah, you know, they ain't going to break it down. They're just going to drop a little something on you.
but imagine if somebody came to you and said, "I can show you the future," and then they ask you how far you want to see, and let's say you said like 10 years, and they showed you and there wasn't nothing there. You done died.
Ooh-wee.
Well, that'd be a good movie. Well,
I'm sure they done that movie, though.
where is that?
I'm sure they done that
I
movie,
don't think
duh.
nobody did that.
Shoot, I don't know, man. I don't know. That's kind of just that's too easy. That's too easy to think that ain't nobody done it. Now it might not be no big major picture, but it's like a Twilight. I'm sure it's been a Twilight Zone or episode or something like that, or Albert Hitchcock or something.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, man, I ain't looking at no future.
Now, Seaman Shoes say it's one movie I can't think of the name where they show the monster. They never show the monster, just the people reaction to it. Yes, these stuff like that tick me off, man. When I watch it, I can't movies. I know some movies don't have the budget to do certain things, but me, I feel like if you ain't got the money to show the monster or to show something, I don't like that type of stuff. Or stuff that happen off screen, and you know, you just hear somebody scream or something. I don't like that. I feel like it's cheap. And if you ain't got the budget, you ain't got the budget. But I feel like if you ain't got the budget, just find something else to do. Do it a different way. Cause I just end up ticked off. What about you, Doug?
Uh, See, I think it could work if it's like if like if that's the intended purpose of the movie is to have a movie where you just see how freaked out everybody is about it, but the monster ain't really in there.
So, so you gonna come in? Where you at, Chief?
What you talking about?
Shut up, man. You know I sent the thing out that we was getting online. But anyway,
I was eating, nigga. I ain't looked at no phone.
anyway, yeah, it's like, but see, the thing does is like it's hard to accept that as part of the story. To me, it just always seemed like just a way you either being cheap or you didn't have the budget, and that's just the way I always take stuff like that. It just never seemed like a reason. I mean, it could be part of the story, but it just depends on how they go about it. Because they did that in the Evil Dead. Like in the first two Evil Deads, it would be something coming for him, and I think it might have been. I ain't gonna tell what it was in case anybody ain't seen the Evil Dead. If you ain't seen the Evil Dead, you're really not a horror fan. But you seen the Evil Dead, Duck? Have you seen the Evil Dead? Okay, Doug. You dropped out. You can't hear
Hold
me.
on, you hear me?
Yeah,
You talking about the one where they was in the cabins, right, in the wood?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, that's yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one. But yeah, they did that in there. They did that, so it sometimes it work out. And maybe that's why I don't like it because the Evil Dead did it. So now when I see people do it, it feel like you just, it's been done already. And it's the movie so popular, you know. But anyway, moving on. I got another story. Uh-oh. Who's that knocking on my window? Wow.
Wow. It's cheese on me now. Who up on here?
Yeah, man. So this my other brother. Our sister was on here, but she cooking. She said she'd get back. But yeah, we just hey man, come on now. You got people listening. You in here hocking.
Let me see.
Boy, it's a monster standing next to you, man.
How many people up in here?
Yeah. It ain't a lot of people. It was about 9 at the most at one point.
I said, how many right now?
Gotta go, I ain't about 5 right now. I ain't been going live, so I gotta get back in the algorithms. But let's see. Yeah, you gotta get back in the algorithms. But we just sitting here reading some stories, man. Some stories, people have sent me and all that stuff I be finding online. So I ain't trying to read nothing too long. Let me see. Cody, man, you ever had anything happen to you that you can't explain? Anything paranormal? I'm talking about paranormal literally means something that you just can't explain.
Uh, yeah, this girl broke up with me one time.
Nah, I say this is quite a few explanations for that.
I have no reason why anybody would break up with me. I'm with
Yeah,
this
boy,
Ham
there's
Hawk
quite
I
a
got
few
sent
reasons.
over here. Oh, shit.
Hey, Cement Shoes, the Blair Witch Project. See, the Blair Witch Project, and don't get it ended away because I've been wanting my brothers to watch this movie, and I don't think they have, but I've been wanting them to watch this movie. The Blair Witch Project is really the best horror movie ever made, and you have to. And if you don't pay attention to every single piece of the like movie, because you said they explain them the end and the beginning. So if you miss the beginning, you're not gonna understand the end. So
I ain't never seen
yeah, the
Blair Witch
Blair
all
Witch
the way through.
Project. Man, I'm telling you, the Blair Witch Project is the best. Not even just horror movie. The Blair Witch Project, one of the best movies. You ever seen that? Hey, don't tell it. Oh, I scared the baby.
But I give it maybe two, or maybe about three top horror all the time, maybe three, two or three.
Do you really understand the ending though?
I ain't never
Hey
seen it,
man.
but I'm saying it's something. I can't give it one.
Now, man, yeah, we gonna have to sit down and watch the Blair Witch Project this weekend. But you don't know. You don't. Do you know the story though? Nah, if you know the story to that, then the Blair Witch is as above as so below. It's good, but I woke up screaming in the middle. As above so below, it's good,
I think,
but it ain't.
I think if you really dissect as above, so below, you could you be like, it ain't really. I mean,
Like
it's in my top 5 personally, but I don't think
it's scary. Like it's as above as below, one of the scariest movies ever
and it's
made.
immersive.
But I don't know if the story is that. It really ain't got much story in that movie. It ain't really got much story in there. Now, just as far as scares and set pieces and all that, yeah, it's up there. Like you can't watch that by yourself. You can't sit in no house by yourself and watch it.
Okay, so what Blair Witch got that make it? Because Blair Witch ain't scary.
It's the story. Blair Witch got the story, man. The story is
Okay,
just
but a horror movie got to have the scares too. At the end of the day, you got to feel that fear.
um the Blair Witch. Does it have scares? That last scene at the end of it could be scary, but it's man, Blair. We just gotta watch it. We just gotta watch because it's hard for me to talk about it without giving it away. But Blair Witch is Blair Witch is scary. You got to put yourself with them characters. And Blair Witch is so simple, but at the same Blair Witch so simple. That's what make us get over so good, man. It's just simple with it. We gonna watch it, man. I'm gonna go and get some nachos and some cheese and some dip, and we gonna watch Blair Witch Project. How that sound? How that sound? Huh?
Did you lip?
Nacho cheese? Huh?
You said did you lip?
I said some dip and some nacho
Did you
chips.
lip?
Okay, I guess that's your code word for dip then. Huh? But what Marquita say? Marquita say, yeah. Now, Cement Shoes. This is the now Cement Shoes say they your favorite song. Their favorite song, Cody, is La La La. Yeah, this the one that did the La 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 verse.
They said they like it.
Yeah, they said it was their favorite song they heard of yours.
Oh wow, appreciate it. Certainly not my favorite.
Yeah, I can't stand that song, man.
I hate that whole album.
You should, man. Yeah, this on YouTube. Marquita say Jeepers Creepers scary. Jeepers Creepers is
Yeah, now
I
Jeepers
gotta
Creepers is better than you ain't finna say Jeepers Creepers. Man, I put 1 and 2 ahead of Blair Witch. I gotta watch Blair Witch though. But
man, you
One of the
gotta watch Blair.
scariest
Now
scenes
look,
ever was Jeepers Creepers 2. In the beginning when he was up on the scarecrow thing and the buddy had looked over at him and he turned his head back straight as soon as when he looked at him.
yeah, that's number 2. Yeah. Heck yeah.
They got that in the middle of the
yeah.
field.
Now everything with Jeepers Creepers scary, man. Except the first two movies. But see what make him scary to me is the fact that he can fly off with you. Ain't nothing worse than somebody picking you up and flying you off somewhere.
Yeah, he's I say all the time, he one of the best horror characters of all time. They just, I don't know, I never understood why they never wanted to give him a big budget, give the Jeepers Creeper franchise a big budget. Appreciate the
Jeepers Creepers.
appreciate the cement shoes. I got more music on the way. Whole album on the way. It's gonna be
Hola.
it's gonna make la 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 la
Yeah.
look like nursery rhymes on my father figure.
So what's how you know they can't have no daddy, boy?
Boy,
You ought to be ashamed sitting there saying on your figure.
that paranoid
Well,
paranoid king gonna kill him.
but yeah, man. Yeah, Jeepers Creepers is up there. It is. Now we sitting here, we talking about scary movies, and
Okay.
now look, Dominique, I'm finna ask you something, okay?
Okay.
Now, if this is my sister, y'all, my sister is a storyteller. When you ask her one question, it's gonna turn into a 15-minute thing, all right? So, Dominique, in a reasonable amount of time,
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you: have
Okay.
you ever had any paranormal experiences? And paranormal just mean something you can't explain.
Yeah.
All right, what's the worst one?
The worst one? I
The
don't
one
think.
where you just really, well, I ain't gonna say worst, but the one
Okay.
where you just really like, I can't make up no kind of explanation for this.
Okay. So okay, the I could say the most recent one I had was probably will probably be the first one.
Oh, you breaking up, Dominique? Nikki?
Is she gone?
Nah, she's still there. I guess her signal just
Yeah,
dropped.
the best.
What her picture at? Or it dropped down too?
Her signal dropped.
No.
Yeah,
I was just black.
this video. Yeah.
They say Sinister, yes, Sinister is up there too.
Okay. I'm sorry. I got a phone call. But
Oh, okay.
my bad, y'all. So I'm sitting in my room, sitting on the bed, just leaning across the bed, watching TV, and it felt like somebody was running across my bed with like their whole body. Just like if somebody was like running down the hallway and like Timberlands. It felt like somebody ran like
Mm,
that across my bed where I sat up, like I jumped up off the bed. And I'm
mm.
like, what? What? And I like
Yeah.
stood there for a minute because I'm just like, what? I don't know what this is. And then and
Now,
then I sat back down and that was it.
That was this
what
year.
time? What time was it?
Um I don't know the exact time, but probably somewhere between 11 and 12:30.
So it
At
wasn't a
night?
witching
Yeah,
hour.
night. Nah, yeah, it wasn't super late.
Well, shoot, after 12 is witching hour junior.
Not wishing I was Junior. I cannot.
Man, ain't no
Hey, it ain't the full witching hour, but
yeah.
shoot, 12 enough to get it going.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that was probably the worst one. Now, the one that happened the most was over there on Kaminsky.
Oh yeah, well,
Um, I was sitting downstairs at the computer, and Grandma was either in the phone room or she was gone. And I'm sitting on the computer, and it felt like somebody walked in the front door, walked right past me, and I could hear footsteps going up the stairs, walking like down the hallway, like going back to where Daddy room was. And I would hear that all the time. Grandma even called me one time and asked was I at home. She was like, "Are you at home?" Okay, did you go home? I'm like, no, nobody's upstairs. And she was like, it sounds like it's somebody walking around upstairs. We would hear it all the time. And then I found out that where the house was at used to be an apartment building, and somebody was
Mm.
killed on that corner.
You bullshit.
Well, shoot, the whole
Well, that
Chicago
shit.
should be.
I know that, but I'm assuming whoever it was lived where the house was at, like lived in that building.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
So it
So
should be ghosts walking around buying pizza and all type.
Up to Chicago. Ghost by Annihilators. Boy.
I
hey, bro, that's
cannot.
what I be saying. Like, all these horror movies be taking place in the suburbs where ain't nothing happen.
No, Pete. See, the thing
In
is,
the,
things happen in the suburbs. They just don't talk about it because it's the suburbs, and most likely they were trying to cover it up.
boy, yeah, boy. You know, if that's why it's hard for me to believe in like ghosts in the way they do them in movies. Because if ghosts came from too much pain or something, Chicago had ghosts. It'd be ghosts around everywhere. You wouldn't be able to take a step without bumping into a
I
ghost.
mean, you're not. I mean, you know what? I mean, you're not lying. I
Shit.
guess you
And they only
know.
just half of them. I mean, just even just a quarter of it. You know,
Shoot, well, if we just had one ghost for every 1,000 sufferers,
Uh-uh.
shoot.
You couldn't pull a Ouija
Yeah,
board
but
out.
Absolutely not.
yeah,
um,
I got one in closet somewhere.
Mm-mm. Y'all play too much.
I told two of my stories, but I got another one. The other night, might have been like 2 nights ago. I was having a dream, and it was
Hmm.
like a
Okay.
spider in a dream. And in the
Okay.
dream, the spider went on my shirt and started crawling. And I jumped up out the bed hollering. I thought it was a roach crawling on.
Dustin, oh my God. I had a dream just like that too, except I had a dream that I was in the bed sleep. It was a spider in the bed. And when I tell you, I'm like kicking everything and I'm kicking. I jump up because I feel like it's this real spider in the bed. I jump up. Yo, why was I kicking Axton?
Damn.
He looks at me like, what is your problem? I'm like, I flipped that bed upside down, moved the mattress, because I swear it was this big spider in my bed. Like,
I ain't never
freak,
jumped up
like,
hollering.
freaked
If
all
I
the way
jumped
out.
up hollering and ran to the bath, boy.
That ain't
and
paranormal.
I,
You just had a bad dream.
That's not paranormal, but I also had
Well,
Now
all
look,
a dream
three,
I
too.
got a,
all
so
three of y'all just some waking up in the middle of the night screaming type people though.
now I ain't never did that before.
Wesley wake up screaming once a week.
West be
Bro, you might need to go talk to somebody about that because that ain't normal.
like West be
boy.
Boy, don't have no night terrors around me. I'ma stuff my wallet in your mouth.
Mhm.
Yeah, boy. I had, man. Look, now you know, man. That's because
Is y'all reading?
look. I got a
Is y'all reading the
question.
comments?
I got a question.
Hmm?
Who is
Let's
Grace
see. I
Notes?
done fell off.
Grace Notes say
No.
Grace Notes say all y'all got bad eyes.
All the better to see you with, my dear.
hmm
I
Thank you, Grace. That's how you know we all got the same daddy because he can't see either.
nope. It did not come from my mama's side.
He ain't give us nothing but bad eyes.
literally, boy. Shit,
Yeah.
ain't that crazy?
Oh
I'm
my
talking
goodness.
about he ain't give us no skill set, no money.
No
He ain't
height.
teach us no height, no good genetics, no six
Just
pack.
Listen, I guess I'll probably say I got the little bit of height he do get. I did get to because my mama's short.
Yeah, you taller than Wesley, ain't you? Basically,
Nah,
Yeah. Something
Dominique
like
ain't
about
that.
taller than me, man.
right down the line. Mm.
Mm.
Yeah. Oh
but
man. I used to
I
be
got
so mad because I thought Dustin was gonna be the one without glasses because he got his late. And
shit.
I was just like, I don't even believe this. How
Dad
you
can't
make
see the
it?
tip of his nose. I got a question for y'all. And this is a question I never heard nobody ask before, but it's so. What is name a time when you did something as a you a full grown up, but you did
Mhm.
something out of fear, like you were scared that like something was after you or something was
Mhm.
around, and like how when you're a kid you look over your shoulder and stuff and all that.
Yeah.
Name the most punkiest thing you've done as an adult.
I
Hmm.
mean, I know I
Shoot.
got one, but I can't think of it.
I got now the one I this my the worst the most punk move I ever done as an adult was after It Follows came out. It Follows is one of the terrible.
Oh, I
That's one of the
forgot
most
about that.
scariest movies ever
I
made, boy.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
When It Follows
Yeah.
That's all.
came out,
Whatever you about to say, I don't blame you.
like that movie, It Follows stick with you. Like it's everywhere you go, It Follows stick with you. And I was working at Sam Place, and I'm way down in
Oh
the
yeah.
back of the woods at the bottom. And when
Uh-huh.
you down at the bottom, ain't nothing but trees around you. And
Okay.
I'm down there cutting grass or whatever. And I'm thinking about because that It Follows character just come walking out the woods anywhere, like from any direction. And man, I'm down there and I get to looking around and man, I took off running. I ran all the way up to the top of the hill
For what?
in broad daylight. It's about 11, 12 o'clock in the day,
What
man.
you run for? Didn't you ain't see nothing?
I don't know, man.
Man, watching
I
that
Uh,
don't
movie,
know.
you get to thinking about it.
I can't
Yeah.
think of nothing like
I
in
won't
my adult
down.
life, but I know um in high school I was a senior. Grandma, she was going out of town. So it was just me. It was just me at home. And y'all know that old building on glass, it used to just make all type of noise.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting, and the way the building, like if you sit in the living room, you can see straight back to the back door. I don't
Mm.
Mm,
know. I felt like I seen something. My mind was just doing whatever. Daddy come home. I got every light on in the house. I think the only light that wasn't on was grandma's bedroom light. But the living room, the dining room, my bedroom, the kitchen, the
mm,
storeroom, and the bathroom. No, I need to see everything. He's like, "What, you scared of something?" I said, "Yes, man. Yes, I'm scared right now."
yeah.
I was like, "Nah, man. That's probably the only thing. I can't really think of nothing." Mm,
Yeah. See, and man, and I watch so much horror movies, man, makeup, and so many stories. That junk just be swimming in my mind all day long, boy.
yeah.
So yeah, so it's constant, man. I remember what else another time? When I was up there, the last time I was up there, and Daddy be gone because I was staying at my pop's house when I be up there, and he be gone, all night and all late and all that. And seeing Chicago, man, the house is so scary because I'm sitting in the kitchen and you can't see around the corner of the house,
Mm-hmm.
but if when you do see it, you can see all the way to the front living room.
Right.
And in the midst of all that, like when you staring all the way through, you just keep thinking, what if somebody just poked their head out,
Yeah,
and just looked
that's a bit scary when them
down?
houses made, boy. That's a real
Right.
scary.
You
Yeah, boy.
making up stuff to make yourself scared.
Especially Daddy house,
Yeah.
boy. All that Daddy, he got too much. That whole back room is just like a junk. It could be a whole nigga back there. You won't even know it.
It probably is.
Up under a
Oh
pile of
yeah.
clothes somewhere.
Oh man, y'all know what
You
scared me,
wouldn't
boy.
even know it. Huh?
Y'all know what scared me,
What?
and
Mm,
to this day I couldn't even do it. Hammers Joe, the house we used to live on when we first moved to Georgia. The
mm.
kitchen, the kitchen was surrounded
Oh
by
man.
Oh yeah.
other rooms, so the kitchen had three doors leading to the kitchen,
That's
and
too
at
many.
nighttime it would just be completely dark in those. And
Yeah.
that just
Yeah.
terrified.
Yeah, the
Kitchen got
living and
three
dining
entrances,
room.
and it's just it. Yeah, had
Yeah,
a house like
boy.
that.
That was creepy.
Yeah,
That was bad.
that kitchen was that nigga whoever made that design wasn't thinking rough nothing.
Yeah, somebody could just pop out on you up in that
As a
boy.
matter of fact, that whole
Yeah.
big room, uh, over there by the chandelier where we never use, where the
Yeah.
tables are, that whole area over there was creepy. Nobody never went over there. That
Yeah.
old chandelier with the Backyard was creepy.
Hey, you ain't lying, boy. Yeah.
Yes, it
And
sound
see,
like the
man, when
whole.
we was kids, we be out there playing and stuff, but then it's crazy, man, how you get older and you been and watched all this stuff on the computer and internet, and you get so scary, man. I used to go out and walk all over. I'd be walking past cemeteries at nighttime, 12 o'clock, 6 in the morning, 5 in the morning. And then you get grown and you get a car and stuff. You scared to take your trash out at night, man.
It ain't and it's not even the movies as much as it is just the news.
It's real life. That's what's
Yeah,
scary.
Yeah.
the news, man. Probably people raping, take trash out, man.
I was like,
Yeah.
Trash can rapists.
Come on, boy. Don't use that word on YouTube,
I'm
man. What YouTube was you
Get
watch,
away from
man?
the band, boy.
yeah, he about to
the
get
the
demonetized for
trash
this. For this.
can apis ray.
Yeah, man.
Not Piglet.
You be watching them YT people, man. They can go in there and say whatever they want.
Now I be
Oh
looking at
my!
Shannon Sharp now, man.
I cannot.
Yeah. Now, unless you rapping, if you rapping, you can come on this mug with a sawed off.
Right, man.
Girls,
It is open season if you making a rap video, but don't be talking about nothing important or just random
yeah,
stuff.
boy.
Really, I ain't even really scared of no ghosts or no demons. Like Cody said in this song. What did it say? Uh, I hit the steps outside my door. I see the lights flicker. I ain't scared of no ghosts. I'm scared of these dumb niggas.
Hmm. Yeah,
Indeed.
that's a good line.
What the?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man,
I got
Don't too
another
much.
story.
Don't too much really scare me out. I mean, I still when I'm in the shower, I still peek out the shower curtain there now and again.
I cannot.
Come,
But I don't do that.
so why don't you
Now
tell her what you
I
did
do
the other
that because
day, Cody?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Be
I
safe.
cannot.
you said, "What do you want?"
I did the other day with the car in the driveway.
Oh,
Oh
I
shoot!
ain't did nothing. But I ain't did nothing. But when I did with my pistol in my hand, ready to fast somebody up.
You weren't ready for me one. So look. So one day I come home and it's a strange black car parked in the driveway. So I'm thinking somebody
Yeah,
just came over. I go in the house and ain't nobody in there. So I'm like, well, who cars this in the driveway? So I asked mom and Cody, like, and I said, who cars this? So they don't know who it is. So Cody grabbed his gun and go out there. And I keep telling him to go ahead, walk up to the car and knock on the window and ask who it is. He's scared to knock. He's scared to walk up to the car, knock on
Look,
and knock on the window.
look. I don't know. I visualize my murder 10 times a day. So
What?
I don't. I'm not walking up to nobody's car and knocking on their. If you crazy enough to pop your car in my driveway with tents that dark, I want to like walking up to your window.
You got
I'm
the
finna see if
boom on. You got the gun.
no.
What you got it
What I'm
for?
gonna okay? If I get shot first, then what?
You
Right.
shoot.
I'm not. I don't want to. No, I'm not. I walk to the front, look through the windshield, and I saw it was empty. Then we go from there. I'm not walking up until you don't walk into the booby trap.
Cement Shoe said, "I hate the word unalive." I do too. I hate it. I don't know why. I just don't like it. Like, come on now.
you know us chocolate YouTubers. We gotta us chocolate folk gotta be a little extra careful, boy, because and I got proof that other people don't want to see you do good, man. This ain't no made. That's proof. It's proven thing that
And even talk the way.
certain folk do not want to see you do good.
And like the crazy thing is, say unalive is like the word that would generally be said. It's not like it's something new. It's been around for you know hundreds hundreds of
Yeah.
years. Like
Thousands.
thousands. Like
So
why are we? Why is this being flagged? Like that's what I don't understand. It's like who decided that it's like, oh no, that's too harsh to say. Say
so
unalive.
who was in the car?
It was
Mhm.
Cara.
It was Carver. She had parked in. They
I
had let them
cannot.
on the street.
Wait, y'all
They
cousin?
parked and went well.
Yeah.
Yeah. She had parked and went down the street. They was having a little festival at the park.
I cannot.
How long ago this was?
Last weekend.
Week and a half. Week.
Man, Cara came over and
She didn't come over. She just parked the car, ain't say nothing,
She just
and
parked off. Wow.
and just walked down the street, and then came back in the car and then said, "We know I never even seen her." She
That's
came in the
sad.
mall like Splinter Cell.
What you had in the box?
And I said Cody could have. I could imagine what could have happened.
No, because I ain't trigger
Cause
happy,
you so quick to pick up a gun.
I cannot with you.
but
wow.
I ain't quick to pull that trigger though. I look. I believe in pistols. Y'all can keep walking around this mall. I
You
keep
win
pistols
some.
and a knife on me.
I used to
You
keep a
lose.
knife on me. I got to get a new one.
I got a knife right now that'll cut a refrigerator in half.
That knife Cody got don't make no sense. Cody, if you put
Boy,
that
that's a
knife,
machete.
boy,
Oh,
listen,
shit.
that knife would slice somebody whole man. Listen, somebody whole entrails would fall out.
No, this man said it could cut a refrigerator in half. Like, what?
That knife, it don't make no sense. I literally could shave myself with it.
Yeah.
Boy, you got a
All right.
whole machete. That is ignorance.
Yeah, boy, you tripping, man. But anyway, but see, that like that old man tell you, boy. I learned back in high school, boy. Old man always gonna have a poker on him. Every old man walking around got a poker on him.
That
Listen,
that's his only chance at winning the fight.
listen, Wes, you talking
Yep.
about a story. I got two of them. So one time, me and Kyle were coming back. We was out
Mm,
clubbing, doing something
mm.
or whatever. So shut up, Cody. So so we walking down Pulaski because the bus don't stop running. So we just it's cool, like it's not like wintertime or anything. But it was this older black dude walking down the street. He was like, y'all out here walking by y'all stuff. He was like, I'm gonna walk with y'all. Where y'all going? And he was like, well, we going to 13. He was like, well, I got you to Roosevelt. I'm like, okay, cool. So he walking. He was like, yeah, because ain't nobody, because I got this 38. Okay. He's like, and so we was like, oh, okay, well, we good then. He was like, y'all so good because I got this 38. Ain't nobody gonna do shit. He kept saying, I got this
yeah.
38 on me until he went, he turned down Roosevelt and we went on home. So that's the first story. So then the second one, I'm at the bus stop, headed home from work. It's the summertime, waiting for the Stony Island bus. And it's kind of a few, it's probably about 8 or 9 people waiting for the bus. So this boy and his girlfriend, they teenagers, they walk past, and the guy, it was an older guy, and he had one of them like little buggies. And when they walked past, he spoke and he said, you know, hey, how you doing or whatever. And then the boy didn't say anything. The girl, his girlfriend, said, you know, hey, how you doing or whatever. They walk somehow, I don't know what the boyfriend thought he said or what he heard, but he turned around and starts going off on this old man. You need to watch what you said and blah blah, just cussing him out. And everybody's looking like, bro, chill. What are you talking about? Like nobody. The man just said, "Hey, hello, y'all walk past." So he's still in this man's face, and this older dude is like, "Yo, leave me alone, man. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing." He don't want to let it go. You need to apologize. You need to say you're sorry and blah blah blah. This man said, "Get out of my face. I don't have time for this. Get out of my face." He was like, I'm finna send this whole bus stop up. You finna send it up? This man turned, reached down in his buggy, and by the time he pulled it out, I was at the next corner because it was silver and it was shiny and it was like he was finna to light that corner up. Everybody
yeah.
scattered. Like, bro, I was like, I'm not sticking around to see what he got. He said, leave him alone. I don't know. You don't know what the hell he got down in this buggy. He had a bunch of stuff in there. I
You
said,
ain't
he
hear no
not been, huh?
you ain't hear no shots.
No, no, he ain't shot because they were gone because they
Yo,
thought he was playing. And that boy found him some business. He got the hell up out of there. But I'm like, those
You
two
talking about old
situations
dude? You
where,
talking about I ain't know. I done told you. I done told
right,
you. I done told you.
once a nigga say that, you just gone where you going.
Right. He was like, nah.
Either he could actually harm you, or he ain't gonna do nothing at all. This is one of the two.
Right. Right.
I done told you. Man, get up out of there, boy.
Now look at here. Now listen here. Look at this. You know when somebody mess with you, man, that's a quick way to get somebody up off you. If you start talking like an old man, boy.
Hmm.
Well, I remember one time when I was a little kid, man, and the boys were walking. You know how people be just walking around jumping on everybody,
Well, that's some
and
Yeah.
good old stuff right there,
and them
boy.
little, yeah, boy, just whoever outside finna get jumped on, boy. And it might not be nothing real, violent. Just
Yeah, they
you
just
know,
pap you up real
They
quick.
them
do
boy
that now.
walking.
Pull him out, knock him out. That's the ignorant junk.
Yeah,
That's
boy.
Yeah,
that's
that is
different.
so ignorant.
That's
Boy,
different.
that's the most
Now
ignorant
that's
thing
full
ever.
blown. I ain't.
Nah, they giving
Yeah,
people brain damage with that
boy.
junk.
Listen, I was watching Court Cam earlier, and this man just um, he got 25 to life because he punched this dude one time in the
Mm-hmm.
head, brain bleed, dead. That man died. They had to take him off life support because he was
Yeah.
never gonna come back. This nigga, one punch man, punched him one time.
Hold on. So he ain't like fall and hit his head like all that damage came from the actual punch.
Yes, the doctor said
God,
that
dog.
whoever hit him, that's what the brain damage came from the punch.
Well, he must put his hand behind his back or something. Never.
No, so what happened was,
God, dude.
dude,
He must have had some roller skates on, man. He must have had some skates on or
no,
something.
because
And
they
came
had
and just
video. They
rolling
they
by.
had video. So the guy who punched the man, I think his cousin was arguing with some dude or whatever. So they were kind of getting into it in a parking lot, and he just walked up on the side of him and just like he cold cocked him. He just punched him one time, fell to the
Completely off guard.
ground. That was it. And they showed the video. He punched this man one time.
That's what you call getting your jaw
Mhm.
clapped.
They just
and
put him in the.
and now and they was like, and because he died, that elevated it to felony murder.
Yeah, I seen a couple cases like
Yeah,
that.
but they
This
need to go ahead and put him. Anybody that strong need to be. Nigga got that much power. He don't need to be out.
bro, you hitting as hard as Mike Tyson, you a regular person.
Nah, he
I
might have
think
caught
that,
that guy on the wrong day though, man.
I think that's who win the boxing.
that guy, this
He
one
might have
young
just
black
caught
boy
him on a day his brain wasn't working.
Mm-mm.
punched this
That nigga brain must have just did some perfect thing right before he hit him.
You stupid.
uh
Yeah, yeah.
probably punched him in the middle of a download or something.
Can I check this out?
Yeah,
Middle
yeah,
of
he
a
caught him
data
at the wrong
transfer or
time.
something.
Not a data transfer. I cannot. Okay, there we go.
Cause that's all a knockout really is. Like a knockout happen, catch you just at that right time. Cause they
Hmm.
could hit. It ain't got to be necessarily the hardest punch they didn't threw, but
Right.
they just catch that right one
Just
at the
right
right
perfect
time.
situation.
Y'all have been knocked out before? Not by a
Nope.
punch, just necessarily, just knocked out period.
Nah,
No.
Nah.
Mm.
I've been I've had the wind knocked out of me, but I've never been knocked out.
I've been knocked out one time
Mm-mm.
and I fell up off that bike.
and then you deserved it
Mm-mm.
for what you
Fell
did.
off
Not
where?
you deserved
Where you
it.
fell off?
Woo! What?
Fell off a bike doing what?
Man, you remember when I fell off the bike with Mimi?
What
Tell them
did
what you
you
were
hurt? Your
doing.
collarbone?
I
Tell
broke
them
my
what you were doing,
collarbone.
bro.
Nah, back when I was dating that girl named Mimi when I was 17, um, we was riding a bike and she would usually be on the handlebars, but today she wanted me to be on the handlebars just so I don't know why she wanted to do it, just to do it. So I was like, nah, I don't really feel comfortable doing it. I ain't really comfortable. But then she was like, come on, just do it. Just do it. I was like, she had a big booty, so I did it.
Sick.
Then okay, so we going downhill and we going like 5 miles per hour. And she hit the bigger hill and we started picking up speed. I'm like, all right, Lord have mercy. And at this point, we going about 20 miles per hour downhill. And we own the right side lane. So we going towards no, she was in yeah. We was going with traffic and a car got behind us. So she starts to panic. And there was a car coming towards us too. So she couldn't get in the right lane and she
Oh
couldn't stay in the
Lord.
left lane. All she had to do was wait till, just wait till the car wasn't gonna run us over, just slow down.
Right.
So instead of her slowing down, she decided to swerve into the grass and just ride in the grass. But she didn't. It was a massive hole in the grass. So she hit the hole.
Wow.
I saw the hole come out. Boy, you talking about my heart dropped to my left foot, boy. I tried to brace for it, but
Wow.
man, she hit that hole like a bat out of hell, boy. And I flew off first. Then the bike hit me in the back of the head.
Oh my
Then
God.
then she came behind the bike and hit me in the back of the head, her whole body. Then I rolled like 6 times,
Oh my
bumped my head,
God.
and I was knocked out. Then I jumped up immediately, adrenaline. I jumped up and stood up. Then I fell face first on the ground. Passed out again. And by the time I woke up, the car that was behind us was, had pulled over and was, holding,
Yeah.
yeah, trying to cater to me until the ambulance got there. But I just,
Wow.
like, man, my whole body was tore up, and
I
she ain't
bet
had
it was.
she ain't had one scratch on her.
Of course. Because it's always the passengers that get the worst damage.
Yeah, man, broke my collarbone. That's about the worst of it. I just broke my collarbone and
I
scarred my back.
never, cause I never knew you broke your collarbone.
Broke it twice.
Damn.
Twice.
Wesley, Wesley Gorilla Friend broke it one time. Keys. Did I meet no keys?
That name sounds very familiar.
Off
Familiar.
Xbox.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played
Yeah, it was
Division with
very
us.
painful. Cement shoes.
The one with the kids, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We was
Yeah.
we was at some party or something, and him and Wesley was wrestling. He couldn't
Oh
get the best
Lord.
of Wesley because Wesley's so big. So I'm like, oh, boys wrestling. Let me get some of this. So I jump in and wrestle Keys. As soon as we start wrestling, he hip tossed me like the Hulk. I never
Oh
hip tossed that fast in my life. As soon as we initiated, he grabbed me by the neck and hip tossed me. And I'm talking about all that force came down. My weight and his weight on top of me came on my left shoulder and cracked that
wow.
joint immediately.
Yeah,
Soon
Wow.
as
that
we
was
got
yeah, that was you supposed to protect the person you training with.
man, we was
You
playing, man. That
supposed
nigga
to we was training. We you supposed to protect who you training with.
hip tossed me like I owe him some money.
Yeah, I felt bad about that because everybody told me I was responsible, and I'm like, oh,
Man, you ain't responsible, but
I cannot.
you know.
you was you was acting corny because you was acting like it was my fault. You talking about you was taking a stance if you don't wrestle with somebody bigger than you. If I'm wrestling with Julian, I ain't finna throw, you already know what I do to Julian. I put Julian in my back pocket.
This nigga love
Well,
talking about Julian, boy.
first of all, coach, what was I by at this time? Well, how old was I? 22, 23?
I'm just saying, at the
Listen,
time,
all
yeah.
I say is big
That,
people make a
that,
big
that
mess.
wasn't that long ago.
I mean, that was a long time ago, though.
Man,
That wasn't no 10 years
Dustin,
ago.
Yes, it was.
Dustin, I wasn't even married, man. Come on, like
That was
this.
a that
It
I've
wasn't
wasn't
been
too
no,
married
long.
8 years.
I
it
wasn't
wasn't
too
no,
long after I
it,
broke it the first time.
it wasn't no 10 yet ago.
Dustin, I've been married 8 years.
Yeah, that
Wow,
was
you've
This
been
was way
married for
before.
8 years?
You've been married 7
Yeah,
years,
man. Shoot.
7.5.
Well, I'll be god dang.
You
You
got
gonna
married
tell
20.
me?
You got married 2016. It's
when
2023.
when you get married.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23.
That's 6
Seven and
years.
a half.
Finna be
It's finna be
7.5. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Yeah, man.
Is
It's
you
gonna
stupid?
be 8.
there you go, 7.5.
When is y'all anniversary, Wesley?
That's all you gotta do, man.
July 25th.
Okay.
About 7.5 almost.
Of what? 17 or 16?
16.
17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So it's been 7 years.
Look, Cody, I've been married 23 years.
As long as the numbers stay within my 10 fingers, I'm alright.
Hey, look, Cody, man, look, Cody's so stupid. I don't know. Look, Cody came up to me and he asked me, because I'm the one be paying everybody when we do the truck and stuff.
Yeah.
Cody came up to me and said, he gonna talk to me like an old slave. And he gonna say some, boy, is you cheating me out my money, boy? You know I can't count. You know I ain't good at math.
I can't stand y'all. Y'all so stupid.
Look, I'm telling y'all, Cody a good person, but if you do some business with him, do not let him do the money side. All right,
Uh-uh.
do the own money.
I ain't
Y'all
gonna
do.
try money side.
Well, nigga be done Cody like Big Worm, flip the money over in front of him and count it again.
Stupid.
I tell you what, I
Bro.
bet I never find out. You might get away with it for 10 years. I'll find out 10 years later.
Mhm.
But real talk, like, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, man.
It's not really sad, man.
What you gonna do? What?
That's what I'm saying. Like even if I do figure, because when somebody cheated you, they gotta pay you back. And if they don't want to pay you back, like it's how many ways can I go until it's time to go to the balance route? That's why I let so much stuff go.
Shit,
I let a lot of stuff go because it gotta get valid. If
it's
somebody
really
just
only one way to get your money back, man.
if somebody owe you $2,000 and they don't
And
want to pay,
somebody,
what am I supposed to do? Just
court?
keep. Yeah, that's one. Yeah, I guess you could go to court.
No, because you're paying me my
So,
money back. The
But
hell?
mm,
But you know me though, man. I don't like.
I,
I don't like. I don't like getting people court involved and stuff. I ain't gonna. It's just
yeah, that
some. I
that
don't
too.
know. I
No,
don't like it.
because people don't understand unless you be extra, and it's either I take you to court or I get all $2,000 out of your ass. Now, which one would you rather have it be?
Language
Ah, that's
out of
not
your
even a curse word
behind.
for real.
It's a donkey.
Well, you tell that to YouTube, right?
So what
Listen,
can
Let's
we say?
see
We
what
can say
I'm
big
YouTube gonna
words.
censoring
say.
I'm censoring the
When you
other words.
when you
What?
start your channel, you can go in there and cuss and fuss all you want, which I wish
Listen.
you would do.
Hold on, but what's
Hey, for y'all that's in
Why do
here,
you?
do y'all think
is
that
YouTube?
Marlins should be doing social media? Because I think they all talented at it. They just refuse to start paying.
I mean,
I
what
think
else?
each one of
What more do I
them
need to
is
do?
good at.
Who? How many people in here right now?
About 5. Yeah, it's a dead night, man. What's this? Wednesday night? Usually the
I,
best nights Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
you said it's 5 in here.
Yeah, about 5 right now.
Oh, come
But
But
on,
yeah, we
man.
gonna be
why they ain't- why y'all ain't comment?
you said what?
Y'all gotta comment some stuff so
Man, must be.
we gotta talk about. You know what I'm saying? Give us something to talk about. What y'all think about my mustache?
so tired of him talking about this big caterpillar on it.
I wish he would, man.
Hmm.
Ain't nothing but a mustache. Cody, you act like you got something ain't nobody else got.
Like Lamar Sanford.
If y'all knew how
Come
much
on,
work I
Pop.
put in, you know how much work I put in to get this mustache.
Hey,
I,
y'all ever see the episode of Sanford and Son when Lamont was trying to change his life and do something better, and
Man,
everything he did kept failing, then he started crying.
you talking about the one? My favorite one is the
Oh, the
one.
truck wouldn't start. He got in the truck at the
That's the one.
Oh my goodness.
and after everything,
That's the one where he get that porcelain piece, and
yeah,
he talking about this one gonna take us out the ghetto, pop, and then Fred get it with his arthritis and drop it, and LeBron
yeah,
be like, "You did that on purpose, pop," and then he go try to start the truck to get out of there, and then want to start. Well, I know you bring a
yeah,
titty
boy.
out, boy, on that episode.
Man, it's a shame that we still going through the same stuff they going through on Good Times and Sanford and Son. We still going through the same stuff, man.
Mm.
JJ celebrated by getting a Big Mac. A Big Mac's still a big deal, man. If I told Keandra right now, let me run to McDonald's and get you a Big Mac, she gonna jump up and holler.
Boy, shut up.
I ain't lying.
I cannot.
I ain't lying, boy.
Mm.
But yeah, but if you, I really want to go live with y'all on TikTok, but I can't because you got to have 1,000 followers to go live.
I
What
mean,
you
I can go live. I got 1,000.
you gotta have
Oh,
1,000
you do?
followers to go live
Yeah.
Yeah,
for to even join the live.
I don't know
yeah.
about joining the live, but
Now
I
you
can
might
start.
can join
I
if,
can start it
but you
because
got to have something.
I have over 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Now I do got a second page with over 1,000. I can see if they'll let y'all sneak on there with it, and can more than one person go live on it.
Hmm.
We could try. Cause man, when I go live on TikTok, it'd be 200 it sometimes be up to 200 people in there.
I'm gonna start a TikTok page tonight. What I do?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna talk about my
Uh,
mustache.
go.
I'm gonna talk about my mustache and like close ups of me grooming and brushing and stuff.
That's got
I
a stupid
mean,
got a
listen,
glow up
there's
too.
a market for everything.
Man, it's TikTok. You could literally do anything on TikTok, man. People be sucking it up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a market for it. Now, is it gonna last forever? Hey,
You
man,
know,
it's
You
hard
just
to
got
say.
to do it
But
long enough to make a little bit of money. Cement Shoes say
mm,
the best Sanford and Son episode is where he was trying to be an actor, and Fred and Bubba see him pretending to strangle the actress, and then Fred and Bubba both start doing the heart attack thing.
yeah, I don't
man,
remember that one. Do
it's
you?
nah. I ain't seen all of the Sanford and Sons like in a long time. I don't know if I've ever
Yeah.
seen every single episode. I've seen most of them.
Yeah, I started. Every now and then I could do a little binge once every couple years or something.
Hmm.
He said, "Coming to join you with a fat friend." Yeah, that was a good show, man. It's a shame ain't no good sitcoms out there no more.
And look, I just
Man,
I just finished Jefferson's all the way through, and
Oh wow.
for years I would have said that Good Times was the best like '70s '80s show.
No.
No, like Jefferson's is they
yeah.
are ridiculous, bro. The writing and the
Oh
characters.
yeah.
Oh man,
But see, the writing
Yeah.
and the characters, that's all from the same person who did All in the Family.
mm-hmm.
Because the
Yep.
Jeffersons was on there for some episodes, and then
Uh,
they got their own show.
yeah.
That's how. Who else got their spinoff from All in the Family? Sanford, I think it was Sanford. The Good Times was definitely. Florida was on All in the Family, and then they Good Times got their
What? Are
spinoff.
you sure about that?
Yeah,
Positive,
because
positive.
Florida come from All in the Family?
Yes, it's all the same. It's the Jewish dude who wrote all this stuff.
mhm, yeah.
He wrote All in the
Um,
Family, Sanford and Son,
What?
Good
we
Times,
Weezy
Mama's
was
Family, and
Weezy
Justice.
was they made right.
No, I don't think she was. No, she wasn't. They maid. They didn't have a maid, but it was. I know the Jeffersons
Or
was
was it
on there
Florida?
because they moved like next door or across the street or something. And Archie Bunker, racist. He and then it was something they had to like be around each other or they went to their house or something. I can't remember because it's been a long time since I've seen it. But yeah, all of those are spinoffs from All in the Family.
Good stuff, man. Heck,
Wow.
heck of a spinoffs. Phone finna die.
Hey, well, that's let's see. Cement Shoes, Sam 47. I know about all the episodes. By heart, started watching Sanford and Son in grade school. Yeah, that's a good show though, man. It's a shame that they can't come up with nothing new, but we in a world now where everybody's educated in college, trained, so they come out all thinking the same way. They not ain't no individuality. They all following the same formulas and the same teachings, and they not taking risk. And
They all
movie
coming off
companies
the
won't
same
let them
time.
take risk.
Man, these
So
these sitcoms now ain't got no real audiences. But them stupid laugh tracks on there.
yeah, because ain't nobody gonna laugh. They know it ain't funny. Shoot, they had to get them robots in there.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
them all
So
like Martin. Martin, you had a real audience on Martin, bro.
yeah. So this was a good stream, man. We got to get back in the algorithm. So we'll do this, and we'll work on getting TikTok up too. And y'all be
Well,
back.
yeah.
We back. Be back tomorrow.
Just let me know when you want to do go live on TikTok. We could probably do that like Friday or something.
Yeah. Now TikTok lives, man. That last live I did, it was, man. I don't do it because it takes so much out of me. Because you got to stay on 10,000 to keep people in there, boy. And last time I went live 4 hours straight.
Yeah, them people. Because I was scrolling. I used to scroll through the lives, but I had to stop because I got so tired of everybody doing like the same thing on their lives. It was either like
Mhm.
guys holding up signs saying like you if you join the live, depending on how you look determines on what I'll do. And I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
what type of crazy? So they literally just hold up sign like don't say anything, and you join the live, and like they have signs with questions on them. And as you answer the
Um,
questions, if they like the answers, then that determines like if they talk or do something. And I was just like, this is
wow.
I don't like anything about this. Is that or it was people like having these like think pieces like these hot topic conversations and I'm like I just got tired of it. So I stopped looking at the lives
Yeah.
because it was just too much. Because I got caught up in one day and I
Um,
was like, yeah, no, I gotta stop this. I've been on my phone for 2 hours on TikTok because I'm arguing with
man.
these people because they sound stupid.
The only live I ever will watch is the roast battle lives.
Hmm.
Sometimes I see a good roast battle, but most of that junk be trash. But every now and then somebody,
No, I
Hmm.
watch no
but,
TikTok lives. It's the all I see recently is the people act like NPCs.
Oh yeah, because that's the hot
they
thing.
still do that.
Yes. Yep, yep, yep.
That junk
Yeah,
old,
now
man.
that
I
girl is
thought,
making millions of dollars.
Ice cream so good, yes.
Yeah, I was just like, what is this? This is a thing? Oh, you making money
yeah,
off of this?
Popcorn.
Right. Yep, 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 yep.
wow,
GG, GG. I was just like,
That junk retarded, boy.
what is
Oof,
what is happening? Am
crazy.
I dying? Like is what I'm so confused.
but see, man, hey, that's the world because people sit there and go along with it, and
Right.
Nobody
No.
hey,
question. Nobody question art these days.
Nope.
Just go
and I
along
be
and
sitting
get.
up here, and sit up here and come up with all these stories. I'm talking about these earth shaking stories. Sitting in here scaring myself to death coming up with some of this stuff. And somebody going online and looking in the camera and just
That's the world, man.
That's it.
I'm telling you, you know what? I'm gonna go in that mug and start. Look, come everybody who in here, you better hear me out. Come January 1st, if my social medias ain't popping the way they should, I'm gonna be on that mug dancing. Come January 1st.
With your shirt off.
Not
Whatever the
dancing.
latest song and dance is, I'm taking off my shirt and I'm gonna be dancing.
Hey,
And that's all it is to it.
and
I'm done.
recorded in slow motion too.
I'm not
not
whatever
you,
it takes.
not you saying I'm done.
I'm done, man. I'm tired of
Listen,
doing all this high
I don't know.
quality stuff.
Y'all need to do a TikTok, and y'all need to redo all them skits y'all used to have on YouTube. Cause let me tell you something. I
Mhm.
to this day still laugh my face off with that Jerry Springer skit. To this day.
Yeah.
And then Cody, you so stupid talking about you need somebody to babysit your kitty cat Fluffy,
Oh
and
yeah,
then this
Mhm.
CGI tiger. Bro, when I tell you, I be in tears
we had
still
we had a good thing
laughing.
going on at that time though. We had a good
Yeah,
supporting cast. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was just a good time right there.
and then
Even
Dustin,
though me,
I
Wesley,
ain't
and Dustin
forget
came
about
up
you.
with all the skits.
Dustin had that on his story one time on Instagram, talking about him playing basketball, and then you fail. Do you remember
Mhm.
that? I don't know
With
if you.
the kid,
I
Yeah.
saved the
I
video.
Oh, you talking about the one when you hurt your back, Cody?
No, I'm talking about
No,
Dustin.
no, it was something I posted. Like I was in the garage like 2 years ago.
Yeah, yeah, just doing something. He's like, if I just
Oh,
do this, and he doing all this fake basketball stuff, then he done fail and rolling all over the place.
Dad, you did a skit by
yeah,
yourself?
see,
It really wasn't even a skit. I was just playing. I was
Right,
just
it was just something random. It was just like something random, but it was
I mean,
hilarious. I
we could
saved it
get
to.
back
I
on.
screen recorded it, just Dustin, and saved it. I randomly I'm about to go find this video right now and look at it and laugh because that's just so stupid.
No, you know, my favorite one, the one with well, one of my favorite, the one where Dustin was acting like the crocodile hunter, and Wesley was in the bathroom. When we was recording that, I couldn't. I'm laughing all in the back of that mall. I couldn't stop laughing. That nigga does say. He
I'm
said,
like,
"You're
oh
so
y'all.
messy." It was so funny because it was actually messy in the house.
Oh my goodness.
That nigga said, "What
they
you say,
like they
Doug?"
keep their environment nice and messy.
Oh man, that joke is so stupid. What?
Man, y'all, think about it, man.
Shoot.
One video mess around go for 20 million views. One video. That's a $20,000 paycheck.
Yeah.
Now we gotta start back up.
Oh, what?
We need to
So
start a
that's
page, nigga.
Huh?
I,
We
I,
need to
I,
start a
I
skit
think I
page or
think I
something.
think I think them skits really the way to go though, because you ain't got to put too much work in, edit it, and shoot them out
Mm-mm.
really quick and post them.
Well, look,
And
guess
we ain't even
what?
got
What's
to try
tomorrow?
hard.
Tomorrow, Thursday.
Oh yeah, we
I ain't.
just get
Oh,
together.
shoot, I got home. Well, it's going to be late. I forgot I had
What you
homework.
gonna do? You ain't
I'm
gonna
finna,
graduate and do nothing.
Oh no! Now you're not gonna graduate.
hey,
You
man,
said
as long as I
Dominique
got,
Wesley's going
as
to
long as I
school.
got
Wesley's going to
Chat
school.
GPT,
Wesley's going
I'm
to
a graduate. I'm
school
going to get me a
for
degree.
return checks.
You got that thing right. Shoot.
Wesley's in here with a
I mean,
four. Wesley got a 4.6 GPA just to keep them checks coming.
shoot. I didn't use.
You know the refund checks is nothing but the money from your loan that's not being used, right?
Hey, guess
He
what?
don't care.
The bank don't care. It's still spend.
I mean, but
Shoot.
what I'm saying is like you still gonna have to pay it back. Like you don't like you still have to pay that money back
Don't
because it's
feel
a
like
part of
no
your
student loan.
loan.
The
Nobody
nigga
care about
mind
no
is a
student
silly
loan.
mind.
Cause no, cause I got one when I finished massage school. I got me a check mine for like 3,600.
Mm,
Oh, oh, oh! I lived good those days. Oh, it was great. But yeah, all that was just money left over from my loan that I didn't use. So essentially, had I decided to return the money, send it back, it would have been taken off of my loan because essentially it was just unused money. But so I mean, I know them refund checks be wonderful at the end of the quarter. a semester or whatever.
Mhm. Yeah, man. It's just hey, you just trying to get you some money so you can. Because the idea is, since you're in school, you can't really work to the extent you would want to.
Yeah.
So it's just a little something to help you.
Keep your nose above water.
Hmm.
Making a way when you can.
Yeah.
Temporary layoff.
Good time.
Stacking and surviving.
Good times.
I'm sitting here like, wait a minute,
Rather than
ain't
rip
this good
out,
time?
Good time.
All right.
hanging in a drill off.
Good times.
It's hanging in a chow line,
Yeah, he
man.
That
messed up.
race.
I'm like hanging in the what?
Boy,
Nigga said eating a bowl of
could you
jollof.
imagine? Could you imagine doing that today, being in a line full of Negroes waiting to get you some soup?
I mean, that's still some people's reality. It's not that far
Yeah,
off.
man, that's
Kitchen
some
was
rough
still
stuff,
cracking.
boy. You breaking up, Cody?
That soup kitchen still cracking.
Right.
Yeah.
Standing there.
Especially,
Well, now
especially
it ain't
this
soup.
time.
They give you a whole meal now. You don't just get no soup. I guess. You get a whole meal.
Hey man,
Listen,
put
I was
those.
waiting for the train, and back when it was still nice outside, and it was just people on right there by the green line was just saying like, "We got free vegetables." Like, uh, okay, and they was just like, "We got free vegetables, and whoever wants them, y'all can, get what you want till they gone." And I'm okay, all right then.
You eat them or
And,
you gonna
They
turn
must,
to it.
they must have know who they was talking to, huh, Dominique?
oh no, we all know I didn't take part of that.
Dominique don't want nothing green unless you can spin it.
Or I don't want Wesley to get demonetized. So I'll just keep my comments to myself.
What else? I don't
All right,
know
yeah.
where you was going with that.
All right, now
Oh yeah, yeah.
that was a good 2 hours, man. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna be back, and it's WWZ time.
Yes, I'm already in the game.
Hey, man, I need to get my
Yeah,
You ain't
man, what
got
are
an
you
Xbox.
doing?
You ain't even got
my
an Xbox.
I don't need that about
Clearly you do.
my PlayStation won't let me get this subscription to play it.
That's because you got
Dude, look, it's no way that that's possible, man. Okay, that's not how life works.
What?
It's
to.
PlayStation not finna just say you can't get a account. You gotta, you missing
I'm
somewhere.
saying it's
Right.
an error. It's an error when I try to get
Yeah, it's an
Well,
error
clear
because
the
you
cache
bought
on your
a
PlayStation.
PlayStation instead of an Xbox first.
What you got, Dominique? One or a Series X?
I'm getting my Series X hopefully for my birthday. But
Hmm.
Yeah.
as of right now, yeah, I got the Xbox One, the Series S, the white one they came out with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one I got.
Also, you do have a current generation though.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, okay. I thought you had an Xbox One.
no, it's the Xbox One Series S, not
Mm-hmm.
the Xbox Series. It's one of the updated Xbox Ones. It's still old.
I didn't know there was a such thing as that.
Yeah, after they come out with one, and then they come out with like 15 variations of it. So it's the newest version of the old console.
So it still look like a Xbox One, or do it look like the white thing with the black circle on top?
No, it still looks like an Xbox One.
I ain't never heard of that.
Let me see.
Interesting. Interesting.
No.
Yep.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
All
lie,
right,
man.
y'all.
I enjoy
All
that
right.
World War Z, man. It ain't too many games that can keep me occupied online.
Yeah. Well,
Mhm.
Dustin, get your life in order, sir, so you can get on the game with us, because it
Nah,
got crossplay.
Dustin want to be PlayStation man.
nigga, they got crossplay.
Yeah, they got crossplay. Dude, figure it out, man. You're missing out on some good action, man.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever played the game. Like, I don't know the last time I've played the Xbox with all of y'all at one time.
That ain't never happened.
We ain't never done that.
We
Well, since we played Halo sitting
right,
on the
right. Since we played Halo.
I was gonna say Soul Calibur or something.
Now we could do a game and we could start streaming. You know,
Listen, I'm
Whoa.
all with the game stream. I used to stream randomly on Twitch, but I mean, I wasn't really like keeping up with it to,
look, y'all do some soul searching, and I want y'all to sit down tonight at some point and just say, look, all it takes is one video, one. And
Wesley.
if think about it, if I can do this stuff, imagine what'll happen if all four of us work on it.
Wesley,
Is us
I don't care. I run 5 Instagram pages. Like, I don't care
well,
about
well
some
let's switch from IG because IG don't pay. So but let's do that on TikTok and YouTube.
IG is marketing for everything else.
It is marketing, they just don't pay.
So
And then, you know.
I don't care about doing game streams. I could just market it
Well, no,
on.
Dominique, you at least try, but Cody and Doug don't even try, man.
Hey,
They don't even say something, Doug. Go on lie.
Well, see,
Go on lie.
Dominique try. I think about trying. They don't even think about it.
I don't know. Just sit there and just.
Shut up.
That's
I was
because
thinking about my stuff today.
you
I
don't.
was I was sitting here thinking today
Y'all
about how
can't
much I
listen.
need to
If it's
keep
one
going.
thing I'm gonna do is think. That's all I do is think. That's the problem. Cause I think about it. So I think about everything. That's the problem.
Oh, we don't know.
I think too much.
I'm gonna start a
Well, look,
fitness
it's
page, like a fitness/bowling page,
Wait,
like I've been
hold
doing
on. Well, hold on. I
on
thought in order to
TikTok.
have
now look,
a fitness page, you had to.
I'm gonna tell y'all something now. I'm gonna tell you something now. When you
Don't make
start,
no
see
fat joke, boy. Don't do it.
the thing I'm trapped in, man. I'm trapped in. I got a niche content,
Yeah.
so people don't always want horror. Some people do, but and then not only am I stuck in horror, I'm stuck in black horror. So on top of if it was,
This nigga
I'm
chose the
in a double
smallest.
niche.
Then he chose the smallest section of entertainment he could.
So you know, what I tell you, if you want to do something that's evergreen, all like a tree that never go leaves fall off all year long.
That's
So when you
that's
in
fitness.
the trending topics, fitness is one of them. It's all right.
Listen, fitness is probably up there. Like my on my main Instagram, if I go to my explore, it's gonna be hair stuff. It's gonna be fitness and probably some type of like arts and crafts, sewing, and like food. Those are my main four.
But with fitness, you gonna have to grab people two ways. You either gonna grab them by being in shape, or you gonna grab them by being completely out of shape. So,
That is true.
in between.
Or by having some
Yeah.
type of some real knowledge about some.
But if somebody with real knowledge, you're not gonna watch them every day. You might check them out there, but if you want somebody people gonna be coming to you, you either got to be so out of shape they wondering how is you even standing up, or
Ah.
Wesley, I hate that. That's so true. Cause I'll be scrolling Instagram, so I'll be like, my God, what? This is
yeah, boy.
And I just be like, good for you. That is wonderful for you. Because I didn't even know how. I don't even know what I would do.
Yeah, some
But
big jokers on the ground, boy.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So now if you get into
But I
if
was
you get into
I was thinking,
the
like not so much, that because I'm not neither one of them. I wanted to go more like the day in the life type of route. Like
hmm
just go on the
well,
journey.
look,
And when I'm in the gym with Mace, me and him talking, then we go bowling, I record us, what I'm saying? Just like a day in the life type of thing.
I
look,
mean,
Cody,
just do it.
this what you got to do. You got to sell people on you, and once you sell them on you, then you can do anything with them. See, you got to
Yeah.
realize the people that really follow me, they don't follow me because I'm telling stories. They follow me because they just like me. So once people like you, then they'll rock with you on whatever you do.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
them, like them. them white boys like Logan Paul and them and Mr.
Lord.
Beast, they don't do no one kind of thing. People just invested in these crazy personalities, and that's what make people watch. So if you sell people on you, then if you say, all right, today I'm going skating, today I'm cooking healthy, today I'm cooking bad, today
Not today
I'm
I'm cooking
staying
bad.
in the bed all day.
Yeah, that's the point. That's what I was saying. Just a multiple thing, not just follow. Because I don't want to have a niche type thing. Yeah, but you just know whenever you watching Cody, you know whatever I'm doing that day is what you gonna see.
Cause boy, right now we can get up and do a skit, and we could put $10,000 into this into a little movie. Ain't nobody gonna watch it on my channel. They ain't gonna even watch it. They rather watch it, because that's just how folk is, man. I ain't knocking them. It's just here what it is, man. When they see you, they want to see you do what you do. Just like when Lil
Mm.
Wayne tried to do that rock album, man. He
I
thought they
love
just gonna follow
I
him no
love that
matter what.
album.
And it might be good. I can't really recall. It's been so long, but people was just like, they get their mindset already.
Yeah, and that's true, but I feel like as an artist, if you don't if you don't go out and like get your experience out, like do what you want to do, I feel like you short yourself because
If
granted,
you don't go out,
Lil Wayne did this rock album, and because he learned how to play guitar, he started getting skateboarding and all this other stuff. That was something personal for him. And then if people don't like it, fine. Or like you just got to do it to just get it out of your system because you could hate it. He could have did that and recorded the whole thing, been like, you know what, this is complete garbage. I don't want to do none of this, but you just got to get it out your system. So I feel like do it and then don't necessarily care about what others feel about it. Because I mean, you're gonna have an audience for it because there's some people that's gonna rock with you because it's you, like you said.
yeah. So yeah, you have a few people that carry with you, but in the beginning, if you start off doing it's just weird. It's just a weird way of marketing and people. So it's just, but now in the beginning, if you do whatever, they'll rock with you because that's all they know. But it's just something with people where they put a thing on you. They put a label on you, and when you break the label, like
Yeah,
people get
some
upset
people
with you.
they put themselves in a box.
Hmm. Cause boy, if I could go back, I'd have started this channel off with it'd have been West. That's what it'd been called. It's been called No Mess West, and whatever I'm doing today is what I've been doing.
Okay,
Cause
I've been thinking about changing my rap name.
to what?
all right, y'all, it's time to go, man.
I cannot.
Let's catch y'all on the other side.
Stupid.
Stone Cody.
Shut up, man. I just called him that a few days ago.
I mean, if you feel
Why don't
like
you
you want to
change
do
it
it, do it.
to Big Bad Voodoo Daddy?
I cannot deal.
I
Dude, you know
like
who
that.
Big Papa Pump is, dude?
He
No,
better know. What?
Voodoo
Dude,
Daddy.
it's a lot of stuff.
I
Sometimes, man,
forget
it's
he's
hard to
young. I
believe.
forget he's younger.
Yeah, boy. A lot of stuff we know Doug didn't get the experience, man.
And it's crazy because I put all of y'all together, not realizing that like it's 10 years between me and Dustin.
now
11.
hold on now.
Wait, Dustin, how old are you?
25.
Okay, yeah, it's 10 years between us.
Now
So
hold on now.
Dustin was an afterthought.
Hold on now. It ain't too much
Look, I'm
y'all
just
be talking
joking,
about. I
Doug.
don't know. Every now and then there might be something
I'm,
y'all mention. I don't know.
All right, Doug. You ever saw Goldberg when he used to come out?
Mm-hmm.
No, you
on
didn't. You
YouTube.
liar.
Yes, I did.
Goldberg was the
He
only
saw it on.
reason I would watch WCW.
Look, Doug, let me tell you, man, it ain't nothing in the history of life that compares to at the end of WCW when you was waiting on Goldberg to come out. It ain't nothing to this day that they have ever done in any form of entertainment that build up to that Goldberg. That music will start and they'll go knock on his door
Yep,
and he'll come out
and he
with
got
that
like
blast
12
of voice.
sheriffs walking, 12 deputies walking him to the ring.
Yeah.
Man, that was a heck of an idea, man.
it was like he was so dangerous that they had to have like 10, 12 people around him just to, you know. Oh
Tame.
man.
Yeah, he was ridiculous.
Yeah, boy. I'm telling you, it wasn't nothing that you can compare to that Goldberg thing. Like Stone Cold and them, they all was good, man. They could talk. Goldberg couldn't talk. That was his so after they killed this streak or whatever, it wasn't, he needed the streak because he couldn't talk and stuff, man. But boy,
Mm-mm.
they did that man wrong too on his streak, man.
Yeah,
Yeah, Kevin
streaks
Nash and them
always
was
end
hating on him.
terribly. Like
Yeah.
nobody's streak ever ends. Like you know what?
Mm.
That's how it should end. Like to this day, I am completely blue at how they ended the Undertaker streak at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Because
See, man,
Brock Lesnar ended it, and I thought it was BS. From first of all, as as everybody knows, I can't stand the man. So the fact that he had to wrestle him at WrestleMania, I was already mad because I'm like, all they gonna do is make him go ahead and do all these suplexes. It's not gonna be a wrestling match, and that's gonna be the end of it. And that's pretty much what happened.
yeah.
Then afterwards, found out the Undertaker had a concussion, and I'm like, okay, but
It was Undertaker idea to do the match.
I know, and which is what made me even hate it more because me and Deidre will talk about it and said that Kane should have been the one to end the streak.
Kane.
Yeah,
Well, they was getting old, man, and they
I
needed
don't care, Wesley.
yeah.
It was my dream, and they took that from me.
Yeah. Okay. All right, man. We understand. See, this is why we got to have a whatever channel. So we can talk about wrestling one day. We can talk about music. We can talk about sports. We can talk about video games. That's what you want. But you ain't got to be under no box. And you
Yeah,
can just get
that's
some
you just
everything.
got started. That's what half of these podcasts are about now. Is just people sitting around just talking about random stuff.
Yeah, man. That's what I want. So we gonna work on that, and I catch y'all on the flip side.
All right, I'm in the game.
All right.
All right.
Nice.
Bye.